Good morning, everyone. My name is Omar Ochoa, and I am running to be your next mayor of the city of Edinburgh. The four-time All-America city needs a leader with vision and heart, someone who will leave the chaos of the past behind and move forward with integrity. Tonight, I'm here to show you why I am that leader to move Edinburgh forward to the next level. Now, I know that sounds like big talk from someone who looks on the youthful side. But don't let this youthful face fool you. This 41-year-old lawyer, CPA, two-term city attorney is the most experienced candidate in this race and ready to move forward on day one. I want to thank Mayor Ramiro Garza, Mayor Richard Garcia, and the unparalleled Mayor Joe Ochoa for their decades of public service and for entrusting me to lead the city that I know you all love so much. Thank you, Representative Terry Canales, District Attorney Terry Palacios, and Sheriff Eddie Guerra for your trust in me. You are incredible leaders, and I am humbled to have your support. And Sergeant Barrientos, I saw him in the back. You are a true hero, sir, and a patriot. We all thank you for your service, and I am honored to have your endorsement. Thank you so much, Sergeant Barrientos. To my family who is here tonight, Carlo, Marky, Reagan, I am so proud to be your tío. To my cuñada, Crystal, and my little sister, Dr. Alessandra, you all are strong, amazing women and great mothers. To Susie, Ashlyn, and Christian, and Michael, thank you all for your support always. And to my mom, Lydia, thank you for passing your smarts on to me. And thank you for teaching me to love the Lord with all of my heart. And to my dad, the greatest mayor the city of Edinburgh has ever had, thank you for giving me a servant's heart and for showing me what it looks like to lead with integrity. And now, I want to recognize somebody very special, but I'm going to need everybody's help. Is everybody ready? Yeah? Okay. I want you all to please join me in showing how much we all love my phenomenal wife, your next First Lady of the City of Edinburgh, Leah Wise. Leah, that applause and that roar, that's only a fraction of the love that I have for you in my heart. You are the foundation of my life, and I love you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my family. We stand together in this campaign, and we stand for all families in Edinburgh. I was born and raised here into a loving family where service wasn't just a word, it truly was a way of life. My parents raised me with strong values and taught me that life is about service before self, honesty, and compassion for others. My dad was born into an Ochoa family that has been living and working in the Edinburgh area since the 1800s. He grew up on the east side in Altula and worked as a field laborer, but his work and perseverance took him all the way to the University of Texas at Austin. But it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. In his first semester, his clothes were stolen. He slept in his car, and he had professors telling him that he just didn't belong. But Dad's grit and determination and the spirit that lives inside of all of us, that our sacrifices will one day lead to a better day, drove him to get his pharmacy degree. When Dad came back, he met my mom. Mom was born in Donna and also grew up a field laborer. But con ganas y inteligencia, she graduated from Pan Am with an accounting degree and became a CPA. Nobody was going to tell her she couldn't do it. Together, my parents started Ochoa's Pharmacy in 1981, a small business that thrives to this day. Their remarkable story highlights a common thread for so many families in Edinburgh. Loving parents making sacrifices, working hard to give their kids opportunities they never had, and an enduring belief that life gets better when we move forward. I recognized this gift early on in my life, and I felt a deep sense of obligation to build on what my parents had done. I graduated near the top of my class at Edinburgh North after passing 12 AP tests. I attended UT Austin on a full scholarship to the Business Honors Program. And as the ultimate revenge on those professors who told my dad he didn't belong, I became the first Latino student body president at UT Austin. While in school, I worked for the Honorable Senator Chuy Hinojosa in 2 legislative sessions. I earned a master's degree in accounting, became a CPA, and moved to Detroit to work for the CFO of General Motors, where I analyzed billions of dollars of business results. And all of that was before law school. After GM, I returned to UT for law school and again paid my own way with savings and a scholarship. I won a national championship. True story. I worked for the Texas Supreme Court, and I made history again by becoming the first Latino editor-in-chief of the Texas Law Review. I graduated near the top of my law school class. I worked for 2 federal judges, then moved to Houston to work for one of the best litigation law firms in America. And soon after that, I was recognized in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, as one of the best young trial lawyers in the country. But through all of this education, through all of these achievements, I never forgot my community. Of all the places I've ever lived, and it's been a lot, Edinburgh is the only one that's ever really felt like home to me. And with God's guidance and his grace, I returned to the Valley to start my own law firm. And soon after coming home, the city council appointed me as city attorney, a position of leadership for the city that I loved so much. As city attorney, I advised the city council on all legal matters. In nearly 6 years of being a city attorney, I went to every single city council meeting, except for one. It was to attend an award ceremony where my wife was being honored. I wasn't going to miss that. Through that time, I learned the details of all city operations because that was the only way that I could give great advice to the council, the city manager, and all city departments. I wrote city laws, I negotiated contracts, I overhauled policies and procedures that were old and no longer applied to a modern city. I helped recruit new businesses to Edinburgh. I was the lead negotiator ensuring that Vaquero football would stay in Edinburgh. I was in the trenches, side by side with city employees every day. And as your next mayor, I will be hands-on, ready to work with all city employees to move Edinburgh forward. But it's not just about my credentials and what I've done. More important, you, the voters. You want to know, what am I going to do when I'm your mayor? Moving Edinburgh forward means making long-term drainage plans that work, because a city should make sure that your hard-earned money stays in your pocket and stormwater stays out of your homes. I will ensure that the city creates drainage plans and growth plans and also have a process in place to regularly update them so that we never fall behind again. As mayor, I pledge to develop a master plan to repave and widen roads, because a city shouldn't ask you to pay for potholes with your tax dollars and also ask you to fix your tires with your own money. We must keep up with the infrastructure demands of a growing city, but we should do it deliberately with a plan, not as a patchwork. And residents should be able to see that plan so that you know when your street's going to be repaved. It should not be a secret. Moving Edinburgh forward means investing in strong public safety. And that means that I will pledge to increase the size of the police force and the firefighters. I will equip them with the resources they need to do their jobs, and I will pay them competitive wages and benefits so that they don't leave for other valley cities. Moving Edinburgh forward means swinging for the fences in economic growth. As mayor, I will work with the Economic Development Corporation and the Chamber of Commerce to recruit businesses with high-paying jobs in tech, healthcare, and trade skills, because we need to create a brain gain for our youth and stop the brain drain where we lose our best and brightest in Edinburgh. Moving Edinburgh forward also means we need to be ambitious with our quality of life projects. I pledge that as mayor, I will work to put our city on track to secure a major family entertainment venue like a zoo or an aquarium or an indoor adventure park. Our hardworking Edinburgh families deserve great quality of life facilities. Moving Edinburgh forward means transforming our downtown into a central community hub. Imagine coffee shops, restaurants, art galleries, an entertainment district. A college town like Edinburgh should have a vibrant city center that attracts and encourages a young, creative spirit. And moving Edinburgh forward literally means moving our residents and promoting fitness and healthy living. As a two-time Ironman, I will work to expand walking trails and parks throughout the city. Edinburgh, now is not the time for small plans and small thinking. The playbook of the past, the systems of the past, the way of running a city from the past, none of this gets us what we deserve. The greatest threat to the prosperity of the city of Edinburgh is to slide backward and then to expect a different result. What we see in this campaign is a new day, a new time, a new way of thinking and doing things. It's a focus on building bridges in our community, not dividing ourselves with stupid rivalries that we don't even remember where they came from and that just don't matter. It's a focus on serving the whole community, whether you were born in Edinburgh or whether you just moved here because you heard it's a great place to raise a family. It's a focus on the future and making real, transparent plans for how we're going to get there, and then rolling up our sleeves and working every single day to make it happen. But we can't do this all alone. We need partnerships because we cannot grow our city on the backs of taxpayers. I will work directly with the county, with the state, with the federal levels to bring resources to Edinburgh because they're there. I will work with the school district because our community demands and deserves it. Now, let me finish by telling you what I won't do. I will never compromise my values, my name, my city for personal gain. It pains me to confront an ugly reality that just last week we were reminded of a dark past that continues to plague the perception of our beautiful city. And I want to be crystal clear that I have no tolerance for corruption. And so here we are. This election presents a city-defining choice of who and what we want to be going forward. Do we want to go backward to a time of chaos, of fear, of shame? Or do we want to move forward into an era of community over self, people over politics, smart growth that doesn't burden our community with debt and taxes? These issues demand leadership that is experienced, trustworthy, fiscally conservative, and guided by principles. So, ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, neighbors, supporters, tonight I am asking for your trust. I'm asking for your support, and I am asking for your vote this November. If you do that, if you give me the opportunity to lead this city as your next mayor, I will work every day to move Edinburgh forward with integrity, energy, compassion, and we will see our city rise to new heights together. Edinburgh, if you want this as bad as I do, if you're energized as much as I am about the future of the city, if you're ready to move Edinburgh forward, I ask you, volunteer your time, vocalize to your support, and vote for Omar Ochoa. Thank you all. God bless you. Y que pasa buenas noches.